Hi, and thanks for joining me today. Today's yoga flow is great for tired legs and hips. We'll take some time to stretch out the legs and relax the body. We'll begin sitting with our legs crossed. You can raise up the hips with a blanket or pillow if you'd like. Gently close your eyes, place your hands on your knees, sit up tall, and take some slow, deep breaths. Use this moment to focus on the present moment. Maybe you had a long day, but this time is now just for you. Take one more deep breath, and then we'll bring our feet together to butterfly pose. And you can see how things are feeling today. Maybe your feet need to be out further away or your knees come up. Just observe, no judgment. We just want to open up those hip flexors. And now take your hands to your feet and give your feet a nice rub and massage. If you were on your feet all day, this should feel really nice. Just be gentle and take care of yourself. Great. From here, bring the left foot in and the right foot extended out long. Begin to point and flex the toe. You may notice that the pointing and flexing stretches different parts of the leg here. So take deep breaths, and then if it feels right, you can bend forward a small amount, stretching the back of the thigh and breathing deeply. Great. Release the hands, bring the right leg in and extend the left leg out. Point and flex the toes, observing how it feels in your leg. And if you'd like, you can bend forward a slight amount, hands on either side of your leg. Using your breath to deepen the stretch. Great. Release the stretch and bring the feet onto the mat, knees bent, and we're going to windshield wiper the legs. So drop both knees to one side and the other, rolling over the buttocks, massaging the lower spine, moving slow and gentle, keeping the chest open. And then drop the knees and stay on the ground. We're in deer pose here. Focus on keeping your chest forward. If you'd like, you can bring the ankle above the knee for a different stretch. But take a couple breaths here, working to keep your chest forward. Feet are flexed. And then we'll take our chest and turn it away from us. Great. You can extend the arm overhead, forming a nice side body stretch from the knee all the way up the side body. You can lower down onto your elbows if it feels good. Breathing deep into that hip joint. And slowly come up on the hands, come back to center, and let's drop the knees to the other side, deer pose. Keeping your chest forward, you can put that ankle above the knee if it feels right. And then we'll take our hand and twist the body towards the back of the mat, extending one arm overhead or dropping down to the elbows. Continuing to breathe deeply here. Great. Gently come back to center. We'll windshield wiper a few more times here. And then placing the hands supported behind you, come up for a figure 4 stretch. So right ankle on left knee. Really pressing through the palms. You can rock side to side, feeling a stretch in the hip and the quad. Breathing deeply. You can observe how you feel here, and then we'll drop that right foot down to the mat for another twist here. So legs stay together. Just drop it to the side, keeping the chest forward. Bring it back to center. Release that leg and let's go on the other side, left ankle over right knee, figure 4. And then simply drop the left foot down to the right side for a twisted figure 4 stretch. Great. Bring the knees back to center. We'll come into butterfly again. Observe if it feels a bit different. You can stretch out the wrists here, roll them if you need. And we'll slowly make our way to a tabletop position, patting the knees if you need. So a couple of options here. You can tuck the toes and stay here if you feel a stretch, or you can send the hips back for a deeper stretch in the bottom of the foot. Should feel nice. Breathe deeply. This is a small but intense stretch. Come back to neutral and let's do some cat-cow. So dropping the spine, gaze upward, and then arching the back, dropping the head down. Great. And from here, if you feel it's appropriate, you can come up to downward facing dog. Otherwise, just extend one leg out, rocking front and back. We want to stretch out our calves and hamstrings here. If you're in downward dog, really focus on bringing those hips upward, rocking from one foot to the other. Should be a nice stretch here in the back of the legs. And from either position, bring one foot on the outside of the hands into a lizard pose. Back knee can be lifted or on the mat. Hold here, breathing. And then we'll gently walk the front foot off to the side. We're coming down to pigeon pose. So extend that back leg out, untuck the toes. This doesn't have to be perfect here. Find a level that supports you today. You can drop down to your elbows or stay lifted. The important thing is to breathe deeply here. Great. Gently rise up, plant the palms, and lift that extended leg any amount. If you feel like it, you can grab that back foot for a nice quad stretch. And then make your way back to downward dog or on your knees. We'll bring the opposite foot forward now for lizard pose. That foot rests outside of the hand. Pressing through the fingertips. A nice gentle movement is good here. And then bring that heel in, untuck the back toes. We're in pigeon pose on the other side. Notice how your body is feeling here. Pass no judgment, simply observe, breathe, and take care. Great job. Gently come up on the palms, bend that back foot any amount. Maybe you grab the top of your foot. And then we'll roll back to a seated position here. From here, if you have a wall, I would invite you to do a legs up the wall pose. So pressing your hip up against the wall, swinging both legs up, and then scooching as close to the wall as you can. This is a great pose for resting the legs and resting the body. I encourage you to point and flex the toes here. Relax the shoulders. And if you don't have a wall, you can simply stay on your mat and lift one leg at a time, holding onto your pant leg or behind your quad, and just alternating legs here. Feel the blood flowing and see if you can relax here. Be grateful for your legs and all the places they bring you. We'll take some time here, so if you're on the wall, really focus on breathing, or if you're on your mat, take your time. Now let's all meet together on our mat, laying on our backs. Grab the outside edge of the foot. We're in happy baby here. You can rock side to side, a nice massage on the spine. Really pointing the heels up towards the sky. Release that pose. Grab the knees. And then drop the knees down. We're in a supine twist here, so bring both knees to one side and take your gaze to the other. Feeling the twist as you breathe deeply. Great. Bring the knees back to center and let's twist on the other side. Opposite arm extended out. Great. Bring the knees back to center. And from here, we'll extend the legs out long, arms by your side or on your stomach. Relax the shoulders down. Close your eyes and observe how you feel. Allow the efforts of this practice to show their benefits. As we near the end of our practice here, you can wiggle your toes and fingers. Gently roll to one side. Come to a seated position here. And we'll take one final deep breath together, filled with gratitude. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope this video was helpful. Bye.